So I have my new heat pot on here with the new nozzle, my square nozzle. Still slightly warm. I was already using it, so it's not going to be a true cold start. The heat pot, as you've seen in my other videos, is all copper now. I've got a neat design in there to make it even more efficient. So we will turn it on. We will open our propane until we hear it. Fire it up. It's going now. And now we turn it to that side right there. And we will give it a few seconds to warm up. So, getting pretty hot, but it's not sizzling yet. I didn't check the temperature on this thing, how hot it was getting. This housing is still getting pretty warm. I have a silicone wrap to go around it. It'll still get really hot though. So I was getting about 218 degrees on this. So I don't think that's true temperature. I think the copper, I don't think you can set the emissivity on this. So it's not a true temperature. I should put some black tape on there and check it out. So, sizzling now. That's pretty hot. We'll give it a few more seconds here. Can't give you an exact time on heat up time. Maybe a minute. But let's go ahead and do a dose here. Looks like I got a little, I didn't put no sealant between these two, so there's a little bit leaking out here. Something I'll have to do probably. Alright, so I don't think that was right. Since I dropped it, I think things were off a little bit on that first dose it gave. That one's looking a lot better. Okay, so it says it's done, but I don't know if it's really done. Let's take a peek in here. How much acid do I have? Oh, I have enough acid in there. All right, let's do another dose. That looked right there. So don't drop it and you won't have this problem. So I got my seconds just a little bit too soon. It might be 2 more seconds on there. So let's go ahead and watch this again. So right now counting, I got 21 seconds on there. There it is. See it stopping? Now let's go ahead and let's give it about 7 seconds here. All right, let's go again. Because that's just kind of mimicking pulling out of the hive and going to the next hive to do a dose. Slight buildup in there, but not bad. I don't think it'll stay that way though. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the button again. Let's go a little more. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I guess maybe the breeze. Coming from this side. The breeze coming from this side, I think, is causing this buildup here. It doesn't look bad at all inside. And I think it's just that little bit of cool air on that copper. I do want to wrap at least the top with some of that silicone if I can, and try to keep that little more of that heat on there. And I think that'll really help us out. Let's look down inside here. We got a little bit of buildup in there. I don't have my long screwdriver with me. I think I got a little bit of an edge in there. Probably need to file off. I think that's all it is. Okay, so now that you've seen it in action, let's go ahead and hit it again. Let's see, can you see these numbers on here? 3.9 seconds of runtime equals 8 grams. I need to double check that. That is what I'm running. So I got 3.9 seconds, so that's my 8 grams. As soon as it hits that pot, you can see how it starts blowing out right away. Fan kicks up full speed once the dose is done. Really gives it more velocity coming out. And watch the seconds now. I think this is all heated up really well now. So look at that. Done in about 4 seconds. So I'm actually under 20 seconds. So let's wait about 7 seconds here, and we'll see. We'll hit another dose and see where we're at. It's going really well. Now, it's not the same. I mean, I got to test it on hives at night when you're actually doing the job. Everything changes when you start doing that. But just on the table like this, or actually the trader, it's doing really, really well. I'm getting it down. So look at that. It's done. 6 seconds. Now let's go ahead and give it a couple more after it goes off. Because obviously if you hit that dose right away, that's going to change your times. And when you're doing your hives, you're not going to be doing them that way. There's time to pull it out, go to the next hive, put it in, turn it on. And that I'm trying to account for that time. About 7 seconds, 10 seconds in between hives is what you're going to be taking. See, look at that. That's beautiful. And if you look now, that nozzle's all heated up. See how clean that is? Not a problem. Not a problem at all. You can see some buildup here of that acid coming out. We'll have to take care of that. We'll all seal that up inside there, so that's not that way anymore. And I am so happy with this, so pleased with it. It's just been working really good for me right now. This pot, changing it to copper, has made the world of difference on time. I mean, I was around 45, 50 seconds, I think, on the steel, and now I'm doing way better. Just hit it right away. One dose right after another. We'll see if it changes at all. Look at that, done. 6 seconds. So I think we're right there. I mean, I think we could even take that time down. Right away, run right after another. Let's see, 8, 7, 6. Look at that, done. Wow. Wow, I am impressed. So that's closer to 15 seconds for an 8 gram dose. What this also means is less propane for the same amount of work, or this way, more work even. I mean, we're saving a lot of propane on how we sped this up. Okay, that looked a little weird. It was done before that time, but there's a little bit of the blue smoke coming out. clogged up just a hair in there. I wonder why. I don't know if you can see. Must have bridged up a hair. Now this is obviously setting in one place. You're going to be moving it around, sticking it in the hive. It's going to affect it. It's going to change things up a little bit. Yeah, obviously you want to be somewhat gentle when doing it. You don't want to be banging on your hives and getting them all irritated with you. But yeah, this is definitely making me happy. Now I have a very good way of killing mites. It might be getting even too hot now. Try to cool that down a little bit. Yeah, we might even have to slow that down. We don't want to overheat everything. Let's take a look how hot this is. Oh, 270 degrees. 280, 290. So this gets pretty 300 in the front here, 317. So that's way too hot. Let's go ahead and turn our flame down. Yeah, this really pleases me. A little bit of buildup in there. So, there we go. Just about have it done. It's looking really, really well. So, seeing that I have this all done, I need to make another one or two. I want to see how many I could run on the hives and see if we can see how long it takes us per hive with running multiple vaporizers at once. I think things are going real good. I think I could probably run 3 of them. But 20 seconds, if you're being a terrible person and you're running 8 grams on a double deep instead of 2 grams, you'd be able to do it in less than 20 seconds. That's counting the time it takes to dump the dose in there and to vaporize it out. That is really good. So I think you could probably run 2 or 3 of these at once. So if you could run 2 of them, you're only taking 15 seconds a hive for dose and vaporizing. And if you're running 3, what is it, like 7 seconds a hive? That's not bad for 8 grams in a hive. I'm not sure if you can get much better than that as far as having a nice controlled dose. I'm really happy with that. Like, I mean, I could turn that flame up hotter, but I don't know if that's where we want to go. We might actually want to turn flame down and actually take a little more time. A lot of it is that heat. How quick can you go from not being done with vaporizing to vaporizing again? If you heat up too fast, that's too much heat, and that's not good as far as you get more of that clear smoke instead of that white smoke. And I know it's not smoke, so don't give me a hard time about that. But just thinking about that, I think it's better to stay right at that optimal temperature, flashing that off or vaporizing that off or sublimation or whatever you want to call it. I think you want to stay at that right at that point and keep that nice heat going through it. So that's what we're working on, and it's looking pretty good. So we'll just keep on top of that and see what we can get here. And don't forget to hit like on this. And don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. I'm going to have more of these. Like I said, I'm going to make some more. And who knows, maybe I'll eventually start selling them. I mean, that's kind of what I hope to, but we'll see how things go. I think it's working pretty good, though. And I think a lot of people can benefit off of this. So just stay tuned for more. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.